That is right, we did. And when a crisis strikes, Family Service League shines in its ability to jump in and get to work. The effects of COVID were daunting. 700 staff, many frontline workers, had to be supported and protected for us to continue our life-saving work. Those who could function virtually needed the technology and the support to do so, and those who needed to remain at work on the front lines for our clients also necessitate immediate protection, support, and a plan to continue to meet the needs of clients and to keep everyone safe. The effects from COVID are still impacting our work today. These are a few of our staff's stories from the front line.
It was obviously an extremely unsettling time. We really didn't know just how contagious it was.
It was very terrifying to think that there was something going on and we don't know what it is. And I don't know if I'm gonna get it. And I don't know if I'm gonna give it to my kids, give it to my boyfriend, give it to my family.
It was definitely tough for me to be in the community and to be interacting with people, but also worry about possibly bringing something home.
Just not knowing the capability that COVID had and how quickly it can move and what it was capable of doing was very scary.
When the pandemic hit, there was this emphasis on staying alive from COVID only, and to have that knowledge of suicidality and substance use disorder, to know that there are other variables on the table, along with that, it was just a constant conflict.
We lost one client. And that was very unfortunate.
I went into battle mode as opposed to really reflecting on what was happening. My primary concern was the health and safety, which I take seriously anyway. That's always been my approach, is the health and safety of the building.
There were field workers who could no longer go in the field, but then we leveraged technology, right? And now we're doing virtual meetings. So needs are still met. And that's all because purpose was at the center.
We will kind of just push through. And to be honest, I'm having a tougher time now with the after effects.
Every day was a challenge. Every day it was getting up, going out in person, doing the best that I could in order to keep myself safe and in order to distance from people, while also being able to meet with people in person who were struggling with their mental health, who were struggling with substance use, and didn't have anywhere else they could go that would see people in person.
I still had to go in and smile for my clients. Yeah, and smile for my staff and be the strong Yolanda.
The front line is, in my opinion, isn't doing so well. We've gotten over the COVID. We've gotten over the transmission of the disease and the fatalities from that. But the mental health, the adolescent mental health crisis, the opioid crisis, the lack of that community-based support.
What we're seeing at this point, now that people are coming back on site, is the acuity level is much higher. The numbers are higher of people coming on site.
The excuse for people that are resistant to recovery, they were given an excuse to put recovery on hold and say, I'll get to that later. There's a disease out there.
I step back sometimes and I think, that's like, how did that, how did we come through it with such minimal, fallout? It was really, we did really, I think, very well.
Because of Family Service League, because of programs like the Brentwood Shelter program, we were able to educate, we were able to support, we were able to keep a lot of families safe during this time.
I think that as an agency, we did an incredible job at showing the world that people matter because we believed in our purpose for the people.
The people at Family Service League, the staff, have always made me feel like they not only appreciate me and the work that I do, but also genuinely care about the people that are receiving services from Family Service League.
A saying that we have from my wheelhouse of recovery is we're not responsible for the outcome, we're responsible for the effort. And I believe in Family Service League's effort.
Family Service League is all heart, and it's just about helping people. Every single person that I've come in contact with, that I hear about, everybody in the agency is here to help, the helpers and healers. And it's everybody in the agency from the top down, everybody.
FSL never let our community down. We were here serving all who request our help, even when the pandemic was at its peak. And we continue to be here for Long Island. Thank you for listening and for your support. Without your help, none of this would be possible. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Y muchas gracias.
Thank you.